What's up, guys? Thanks for coming back. We've got something very interesting and very rare today that I'm very happy to be able to bring to you. This is not something you can just go look up anywhere. There's probably like 5 YouTubers, including my lowly self, that have access to this thing and can bring it to you guys. So that's what we're doing today. This is the FK Bruno 7.5 millimeter. This is the PSD. This one stands for Police, Sport, and Defense. It's made in Czechia and imported through Gainesville, Florida. And this thing's a really interesting piece of hardware. This thing comes ready for an optic. I saw it pictured in the manual with a Trijicon SRO, which I may be doing a later visitation on this gun with a 10 millimeter barrel and that SRO. We'll see how that goes. But other than that, this thing, we shot it. I shot 3 rounds through it. Second round hit 50 yards. The third one missed 100 by just a little bit. So we're gonna play with that again a little bit later. But this gun was made around this round. The whole gun was made for this bullet, which again is the 7.5 FK, 7.5 millimeter. And with this round, you're running about 2,000 feet per second on average. Gets down to about like 1,800 or so. Yeah, right. They haven't tested anything suppressed that I know of, which of course, you know me, I'm very interested to see how that would go. But these rounds are around 95, they're 95 grain. They get up to about 110 grain, I believe, as far as the ones that are available. There's only 3 types of ammo available for this gun that aren't custom ordered. There are some weird ones that can be custom ordered, but we have these 2 particularly here today. This one is the one that they have for taking down hogs. This one is the one that is, what is it? Let's see here. Yeah, lead-free, all copper. And then this one is the dynamic shot, like this one. This is their more target one. This is the one that you're taking down a giant boar. I believe the spec said 550 pounds out to 80 yards is what they tested this thing on. So feral boar, 550 pounds out to 80 yards. Your average size buck, 140 pounds out to, I believe it was 140 yards. So we're gonna get some stuff set up and we're gonna go into this thing, and I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more info and a little bit more details as we go through and as we shoot it. We've got these boards right here that are some weird type of composite deck material. These are gonna be our penetration test. We've got obviously everything else you see here. The watermelons just for some pop. Some Gatorades that got sun scorched and taste disgusting. Some soda for some more pop, and we're gonna line these up and try to catch a round in them. We haven't done that in a while, but I figured with such an interesting round at hand, why not try to catch one in one of these buckets, and that always gives a really good effect. So let's go ahead and get some stuff up, and we'll see you guys here again in just a second. All right, as you can see, we've got everything set up. This is gonna be a pretty fun run. I believe I've got something out for every round that is in this mag, hopefully so. So I've got 16 in here right now, and this is just their regular range ammo, nothing special, not yet. That's a good pop, man. That trigger pull is really, really nice. The reset on it's good too. Let's see, hold on. Okay, all right. That was one failure to feed, but when I hit the mag, it went right back in. And that was on about, what did you say, about like 30 yards from here or so?
Probably about 25, 30, yeah.
25, 30. Woo! This thing is fun. This thing's got some serious thump to it. All right, let's get a little, all right. I don't want to put a round in our board, so I'm going to get down here, try to keep it as dead center here as possible. Oh no. Well, that was anticlimactic. Let's see here. Smells really good though.
That do smell good.
It does smell really, really good. All right, let's see here. Let's see if we've got an entry. What happened here? It looks like we did get something. I don't know where. I don't know how I would have missed this guy. Let's see. Try to just get it propped up there. Let's see. Put this guy down and just kind of stick that back up there. All right. It's sad when I have to go for a redemption round, but let's go for it. Let's just get that good desired effect that we want. Tell me when you're in place, Jordan.
Oh, you're good, man.
That's the impact that we wanted. So we're gonna take a break. We're gonna get some shots with some other people. That way we can get their first reactions on film. And then afterwards, we're gonna get something set up like that for our little grand finale for you guys.
All right, well, we had a last minute improvisation. We decided to strap some of our compromised steel to the back of this 2-liter. Well, all right, see how this does.
Oh my God, that was definitely a good effect.
Oh.
That thing went spinning. You got it on safety?
Yeah.
Good deal. Holy crap! You can see the round that hit it. Look.
Oh yeah.
Right there. That is definitely exactly where it hit. Wow. Did some damage to it too.
Let's probably put that on all the 2-liters.
That's not a bad idea. I like that. I think we should just keep doing that. Let's just run with it. Next up on the block, we've got Chris going for another 2-liter with the metal target tape to the back. That had such a nice ring to it. We're just going to keep running with that. Go ahead and let it rip, Chris. Jesus Christ. What do you think of that thing, man?
Like 0 recoil on it, man. This is a sweet gun.
Now, for what it is, there's very, very, very little recoil in that thing.
Very little muzzle rise, man.
Nope, I know.
It's amazing.
Sweet shooter. All right, next up, we have got Kayla here, and she's going to be popping off with this thing too. Go ahead and let it drop. There you go. Solid lead sling. What you think of that?
It was real nice. It was real smooth. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
A lot less than what you were expecting?
Yeah.
Nice.
Expecting there to be a little bit more kickback, but it was real smooth.
Nope, it's really not that bad. And it's gone. All right, next up we've got Justin. He's gonna sling some lead down range with the Bruno and give us his thoughts. Woo! That was a good pop.
Fantastic. Smooth trigger, no recoil. Crazy.
Right?
Crazy.
Right? That watermelon that we put over there gave it a nice little extra behind it. All right, next up. This next one, we're gonna do something just a little bit different. This is gonna be the first penetration test we're doing with this guy. This is not a regular piece of board. This is some type of weird composite deck material, like pressed plastic or something along those lines. Quit throwing shells at me. Don't make me come up there, boy. Don't make me come up there. Don't make me come up there. All right, back to it. Okay, so yes, Gavin is going to shoot this. We're gonna see if it makes it through the other side of this. Let's go. All right, Gavin, get on to it. Don't miss. Nice. He says, I ain't missing today. Who you kidding?
Not today.
What you think?
Man, it's bad, dude. Worth the money.
Oh, yeah, I have to say so myself too, from what we're seeing so far. All right, let's see here. Well, we did get it to go through. It came out, probably went in right there, it came out the other side. So that's gonna be one of the things that we're gonna be doing next, is putting up a bunch of these and seeing exactly how many it will make it through. So on to the next one. This round, we've got something a little different. We're gonna run a penetration test. We got 14 of these boards that I cut. They're this weird composite material. Now on the last round that we shot with one duct tape to the back of a soda bottle, it went through the board. Now we don't really know about how many. I'm guessing we're gonna get through about 6. So we got 14 up here to see how many. I'm interested to see from one of the comments that one of the people made here if it doesn't just break all of the boards from the force. So we're gonna put the sport and the range rounds through it because they have higher feet per second than the other one, and this one's a steel core versus the other one is all brass. So let's get on down to it. You in position there, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Safety's on. That was a good, solid middle hit. I'm definitely happy with my shot placement there. All right. I don't see an exit wound. So I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see where we got here. We got through one. Wow, no way. One.
Only one of them.
One. I am really surprised. That is impressive. That actually kind of makes me happy though, because now I want to see how many of these it'll take to stop, like, let's say like a 50. I can get access to a 50 BMG. I think we just came up with another video on accident. So we're gonna clear this out of the way, and we're gonna get a couple more things set up to wrap up our review with this FK Bruno. So stay tuned, guys. All right, so that was not what we expected at all. That was the range rounds. Even though they're all steel, we're gonna switch on over to these more expansive rounds. Crazy, a little bit more of a punch is what they say, because these are supposedly the ones that are for like boar hunting, you know, big. If it'll take down something that's 550 pounds, I really wanted to see what it'll do through that. So, I mean, since we have the ammo, we might as well give it a shot. I forgot about it on that other shot, but let's go on. Whoa! There we go, okay. Solid hit again. Not as centered as I wanted, but that's okay. Let's see if we made it through more than one, because we did take the other board off and we switched it out, turned them around. So this is the other boards. Oops. Yep, you can tell it was the last one because I only put one up the first time. So we have got impact, and we have got
It came out.
puncture through 1, 2, stopped on the third one. We've got a couple, the one piece of lead right there, still hot too, very hot, very hot. But that's all that made it through. You can see the other one in there. Let's see if I can dig some of that out a little bit. There's another piece. I'd be curious to see where the rest of it went. Probably just broke up into a bunch of pieces just like that. So yeah, I'm really surprised to see how well it did on this. I'd really like to just try it on some regular pieces of board, but we don't have any at the moment. So we're gonna try to see what else we might be able to find around here. But regardless, we're still gonna bring you guys some more fun. Stay tuned. Myself out here in this Georgia heat, about to die. So we've got this set up down here, 2 watermelons. Get in on that, Jordan. As you guys can see, there's one of those weird mixture pressed boards behind it. We've got one of those duct tapes right to the back of the watermelon. So we're imagining that it's gonna go through these first 2, and it's gonna be very expansive, and then hopefully stop on that last board. We got one of those Boar rounds in here again, so let's see how it goes. Woo, woo. His reaction, man, his reaction says it all. Oh man, that's gonna look really good rolled back on the slow-mo, because you can see the split that went into that second one before it even came out. All right, let's get down there and see what this looks like. Where it was taped through, it went either in and popped out, or it's stuck in there somewhere. That's the hole from before, unless it started to go into the hole again. Let's see here. I think we caught a little bit. No, all that came out. Oh, here's some fibers though. Look at this, little tiny shards broken out into it. That's pretty crazy looking. And yeah, that's definitely a very bad looking entry. That cavity on that thing is nasty. I'd hate to be on the other end of these. All right, so we're gonna get our, oh, that side, there we go, yeah. Oh boy. All right, so we're gonna get our last thing set up for the FK Bruno, and then that'll be a wrap on this guy. All right, here we are. We've got our finale set up here. We've got the 4 Homer buckets, Home Depot buckets. I'm gonna hit it with one of the range rounds first, see if it stops it in there somewhere good. And if they hold up fairly decent, I'm gonna run it back with one of the Boar rounds, but I don't think they're going to. So let's get on to it. This should be pretty fun. All right, boom, straight through. Nice, we've got fragments in the bucket. It did not make it through the second bucket. All right, let's see here. Let me reach on in there, fish these guys out here. All right. That's what we've got. That's pretty cool. Actually looks pretty sick. Totally the back of it. That's pretty sweet, the way that the shards just come apart. All right, before it gets too empty, we're gonna switch on over to the Boar rounds, the more expansive ones. And I'm probably just gonna, we'll see what happens. We put one through, see how it looks. I might run back and just dump the mag on these things. Depends on how much they survive. All right, so now we got the bore rounds going in. Let's get it on in there. Go gangster style with it. That's pretty good. Style with it. All right, let's see. Oh, bullet. Oh, now that's money. That is money. That's a cool one. Yeah, that's gold. That's range gold right there. All right, let's put this one up here. Come on back here, Jordan. About to let these things, I'll just give them hell. Yes. And that is a pretty good finale, if you ask me. For episode 1, that is. We're not done with this thing yet.
Not by a long shot.
Not by a long shot, no. No, Jordan, this is not the last time that you will see this gun on this channel. Also, I want to go ahead and put out there a big thank you to Iraq Veteran 8888 for letting us borrow this gun, especially for this video. To what I know, there's not very many of them in the United States. I know this was one of the first 10, so that makes this gun very, very, very special. Also, I'm going to be putting a whole lot of information in the description below of the video on this gun, on things I don't necessarily cover in the video because I like to keep it short. I don't want to keep any of you guys in one spot for too long. So thank you guys for tuning in on the FK Bruno. And until next time, when we can bring you guys some more destruction, enjoy.